Alright. Hello ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It's been a while, I know. But we're back. We're back in business. We're gonna have some fun together. We're just gonna do some random bullshit today, because that's all that we do on this channel apparently. So, yeah. Hey, how's everyone doing today? I know I am doing pretty dang good right now. I can tell you. So, yeah, we're just going to do some random shit today. Because, why the heck not? It's been a while since I last did a live stream. Let's do a stream of absolute nonsense, like I used to do a while ago. Hey, Pork Chop, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good for one. So, yeah. As for what we're going to do today, I was thinking of doing a couple of Linux things first. Because I've been wanting to experiment a little bit more with GNOME, which is my personal... I was gonna say personal favorite desktop environment, but... probably not my most favorite. KDE Plasma is very well up there though. But GNOME is a very good one, I really like that. So I want to mess around a little bit with that today. Pretty sick, but I'm slowly getting better. Oh no! I wish you the absolute best, man. I hope you feel better soon. It's good to see you're getting better already though. That's pretty great. I hope you wasn't too... I heard... Yeah, I can't speak. I hope it wasn't too bad. But, yeah, that's pretty, pretty sad to hear. But yeah, let me just grab, VMware real quick and we'll have some fun. Maybe turn down the music a little bit. This is a pretty loud song. I tend to have some loud music in some of my live streams, but... Alright. I'll start up the virtual machine and then we'll start this party. So, Pork Chop, in case this is the first stream that you've ever seen by me, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do whatever the heck I feel like in the next couple of hours. Usually these kinds of live streams... last like 2.5 hours, and in those 2.5 hours I either do some Linux experiments or I play some random video games, or I just have some casual chit chat with the audience. So basically I do whatever I want. That's pretty much the gist of it. The first day I was really sick, my whole body was aching. Oh dang. It's just my throat that's been really awful. I hope that you haven't caught COVID. That would be bad. Oh boy. Well, it's good that it's just your throat that's not feeling that hot right now. That's definitely an improvement over your entire body aching. Come on, boot! Boot up for me, please. It tends to take a while for this to boot up. That's probably because I'm running this in a virtual machine. If I was to run this on real hardware, this would be an awful lot faster. I know that there's also a way to pass through your actual hardware, like your PC hardware, on a virtual machine, but here's the settings. I never really bothered messing around with it much because I don't really have the equipment right now to really do a decent pass-through. And if I was to try it, I don't want to break my system. So, yeah, we're going to have some performance problems today. Especially because this is GNOME. GNOME is a bit of a resource-heavy desktop environment. Like, this does not like very weak computers. So I'm surprised that I'm even able to run this at all on my VM. So hopefully you don't break your system. I'm not really familiar with this stuff. That's entirely fair. So, here we are. So, I have not done anything to this particular system yet. I wanted to do that on stream, so that's why. The first thing that I always really like to do is do something about that horrible theming. Because right now we're in light mode. We obviously do not want to keep this on light mode, so let's just switch that around quick. If my settings load at all, there we go. If you're not familiar with Linux at all, this is a open source operating system that you can pretty much do whatever the heck you want with. The sky is quite literally the limit with this. So, if I really wanted to, I could completely change the look and feel of this entire operating system. So, that's great. It isn't like Linux where everything is like streamlined and there's not an awful lot that you can do with it. No, the sky is quite literally the limit with this, which is great. Makes it a lot more fun to mess around with. This still has not changed at all. So, oh yeah, I probably need to do that with this. Because for whatever reason, GNOME has 2 different programs out of the box to change the appearance with. Legacy applications? That looks like it did it. Alright. Great. Do we have NeoFetch? No, we do not. We do not have anything at all on this system, I reckon. I don't even know if I can update it at all. So let's try that first. Oh yeah, we're grabbing everything from the Bookworm repositories. I do not feel good about that. So, basically what this entire thing is, I probably should be doing that with Nano, not with Vim. I don't even know if we have Vim on here, to be honest, but... let's see, sources.list. Oh, it's unwritable. I need to do that as sudo. Whoops! Pretty much the majority of what you're going to be doing on Linux, well, not the majority, but it depends on how you want to use this, is through terminal, so that's why I'm doing it through this. This is pretty much how you update and install your system, or how you install programs at least. Or well, it's my preferred way. I can actually show you a different method that could also be used for this. Because this also comes with a graphical installer, which is this right here. I personally am not a big fan of this interface, to be honest. I have not used something like this in a long time, and the reason for that is because I absolutely despise the graphic environment. Because, for one thing, this is an awful lot slower than just doing it through terminal, and also, it just doesn't feel right anymore. It's not quite as fun. Sounds very interesting. It is pretty interesting. It's especially interesting if you actually have to learn this stuff, I can tell you that much. That great of an experience. Because if you would, because the thing with Linux is that this works completely different from just using straight up Windows or even Mac OS. The ecosystem that we're seeing here is something completely different from those. Like the way that you install programs is different. The way that you interact with the system is different. A lot of the stuff that you're going to be doing on your system, while completely optional, you can use graphical things. Like if I wanted to use, say, this right here, I can do that. But it's not exactly what this is designed for. Instead, let me just open up a new tab in here. What you would have to do is, interact with your system like this. So I would be going through the entire file system using nothing but the terminal. And that's probably one of the hardest things to learn terminal. But that's really it. It's a pretty complicated thing to wrap your head around. I mean, I got to learn it pretty... Now, I don't want to say quickly, but I learned it. I learned to use it. Mostly because I wanted to force myself to learn how to use this. So, I pretty much installed it on my laptop that I used for school. Which I think... Yeah. I got the laptop right here. So, don't mind all of the stickers that I put on it, but this is my actual Linux laptop, which is actually pretty dang dirty, me being a student and all. But while my system is updating, I can actually just put it up on screen here so you can actually have something to look at while I'm starting up my laptop. I don't know if anyone cares about this stuff at all, but I find this interesting to show at least. So, if I wanted to, I just completely omitted the desktop, by the way, because what we're looking at here is something called a desktop environment, which is essentially the environment, which is essentially the GUI of the entire system. It's where you're going to be, it's what you're going to be interacting with for the majority of your time if you're going to run it. And every single desktop environment also has something called a window manager, which essentially manages windows. But what you can do is decide, you know what? I don't want a desktop environment anymore. I just want to use a window manager. So that's what I decided to do right here. I should probably clear this out real quick. There's some information on here that I would much rather not have on the stream, but I could do something like this. And I don't know if I can show this properly, but I could essentially just use my keyboard to put in all kinds of different shortcuts, so I can launch all sorts of things by just putting in some single things on my keyboard and have it be absolutely wonderful. And this is the fun thing about this type of thing. So, yeah. That is pretty much how my Linux system is set up on my laptop. And it's really, really fun. I love this laptop, by the way. It's an old Lenovo ThinkPad T440S, which I've used for quite a while in college. Until I got my MacBook and I completely switched over to something else for reasons. But yeah, I used that exact laptop for school, and I put Linux on it. Not this exact thing, because you can put different desktop environments on your system depending on what you would want in a desktop environment. Like, I think the first one that I really started to use as a daily driver was this. And this is completely different from the one that I'm going to show today. This is all pretty awesome stuff, but I don't think I could do it. Anyone, if you're willing to put in the time and effort to learn this stuff, anyone in the world can do it. I mean, there's some things that are probably a little bit too complicated for people who aren't that tech savvy. Like, I don't think, especially for elderly people, absolutely no offense to any elderly who are watching this, but I don't think though people like that are going to spend time in the terminal much. But then again, what kind of stuff do elders actually use computers for nowadays? Like some web browsing, I reckon, so they can pull up Firefox on this and browse the web or something. Possibly writing some emails. I don't have an email client on this, do I? No, I don't even have that. I don't have that much stuff on here. That's the thing. This, the particular desktop, the particular Linux distro that I decided to go for, Debian, doesn't have all that much stuff installed on it out of the box. As a matter of fact, I still don't have NeoFetch on here. Let me just install NeoFetch. And I can actually show you how much stuff is installed on here. But I can tell you right now, this is pretty much a stock install of Debian. So it comes with all of the basic stuff. It has an Office client, it has settings, it has some simple games on here like 2048. Oh. You know, you got little stuff like that on this system, but other than that, there really is not much going on out of the box out of this. So that's pretty neat. It also obviously has a web browser that you can do some stuff on if you really wanted to. So I can go to Google and search the web and whatnot while my eyes are being blinded. Thank you very much. But yeah, let's NeoFetch this. Yeah, it's got a little over 1,600 packages installed, which are essentially like the programs that you have installed on your system. So right now, this system has a lot of stuff installed, but it's not that much, all things considered. Because we are essentially still just running a desktop environment. It has a couple of applications on here that I probably could do without with. But it's still a pretty light system, all things considered. But yeah, I want to do some stuff on here. First of all, I want to do something about that wallpaper. I tend to use my own wallpaper pack on my system. So I want to install a couple of things. First, we're going to get Git and Variety on here, which are essentially programs that I can use to clone repositories from GitHub. And I also have Variety, which is the wallpaper changer, and that is going to grab all sorts of wallpapers from the internet. So let me just show you what that looks like by starting up Variety on here. And there we go. Continue, accept. And show me the wallpapers. There we go. And for some reason, I don't get a system indicator that Variety is running on here. What? Is that an extension or something that I need to run? Let's see. There might be something that I'm missing on here. I also, I hate the fact that there is no minimize button on here. So let's fix that real quick, shall we? Where is the tweaks? Here it is. So what I want to do is go to the top bar. No, Windows title bars, that's what I want. Minimize. I at the very least want to have a minimize button so I can minimize some windows on this. Not that it really matters that much, but I do like to have it on here. Navigating places in the system. What does that do? Oh, that's not helpful at all. Removable drive menu. Yeah, we're definitely going to enable that. Not that I have any removable drives that I can put on here. User themes. I do really like to have that. Window list, window navigator, workspace indicator. None of this is really useful to me. Let's see. Okay. I need to check some stuff out. We can just blow up the terminal on that workspace. I'm pretty sure I should also... yeah, there we go. We can just leave this at full screen. Can we also turn down the background a little bit so we have some transparency going on? It doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. I at the very least just have this right here. Let's switch to a different workspace, open up a web browser, and see if I can do something about that sys missing, because that is something that I don't like very much about this immediately. What version of GNOME are we running? 43.3. GNOME 43.3 sys. Let's see what comes out of there. Sys GNOME r/archlinux. I mean, this is technically Arch, which this is not. This is Debian, and there are very significant differences between this and Arch. But I'm curious to see what kind of stuff this comes with. You might need to install that. So we're going to copy that and put that into here. Can't locate it. That's wonderful. Is it even in the repository? Oh, oops. Search. That's not, indicator then? Maybe? Okay, yeah. That's, a lot of stuff. There's variety. Greeters, some modules. Mate indicator? I don't think it's in here. Okay. That's, not useful. There is this. And I need to install the browser extension, of course, before I can do much of anything else. That is one thing that I never liked about, GNOME. Because we are running GNOME right now. And, one thing I always despised about GNOME is the way that it handles extensions. Because for some reason that I cannot understand, you have to use GNOME. You have to use a web browser to install new extensions on GNOME. I don't even know if this has a separate web browser that I can use that with. It should have, I think. It used to have a built-in web browser. Or maybe that's not on here because I'm using because I'm not using stock GNOME, and this has some weird thing going on. Sorry. Okay. We're going to install this and see what happens. Now I obviously need to turn it on using extensions, so we're going to do that. Yeah, that is on there. Let's open it up. Custom icons. Oh yeah, I can see variety up there now. Great, so let's open up another. I do really like this one, but I don't think I'm gonna be using that. Because I have my own wallpaper pack that I also really like to use. So we're going to git clone my own wallpaper pack. If you want to get my wallpaper pack, I think it should be on my card. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find my wallpaper packs in there. And if it's not there, I can actually check. I can check if it's there. So let me just open up my card here. Card. And go to there. And let's log into here. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta check this real quick, because if I don't, then I'm gonna be making an ass out of myself. I mean, I probably already am by doing this, but you know what I mean. That does look like my wallpapers can be found on there. So let's see if it actually does take you there. So, where is the actual... There we go. So, let's see what happens when I go to this. Oh, that just takes you to Flickr.com. Oh. That's not quite what I was hoping, but... I also have a GitHub page which has a shitload of wallpapers that I frequently use. I can just show you guys. It doesn't really matter too much, I think, if I show this. I'm glad you were able to do what you had to do. Thanks, man. So, let's see. Where's my wallpapers? Here it is. So, yeah, I didn't really bother doing much to this page. But you can get all of these wallpapers from my GitHub, and these are essentially all of the wallpapers that I use for my own. And you can just get all of these. I got them from all sorts of different places. I should probably update this soon, so that you also have a bit of a description going on here of what this is, where I got all of the wallpapers from and whatnot, and how you can get it. But yeah, let's just update this real quick. Call it Koen OS Wallpapers and call it a day. So let's see what happens when I open up the link now. Should take us to the GitHub. That does not look like the GitHub. Oh well, I'll get around to fixing that another time, I guess. Oh no, wait, I have not saved it. My god. I did not save the changes. I am such an idiot. Okay. That should fix it. And it did. So you can now get all of my wallpapers from here if you want to. Which you'll probably have to if you really want to use these wallpapers. Okay, that looks like it did the trick. And now let's open up Variety here. And go to Preferences. And this is how I pretty much do get all of the wallpapers that I use daily on Linux. So this is going to grab wallpapers from places like Bin, Unsplash, and a whole lot of others. And I can also add my own wallpaper folder to this. So I'm just going to open that up from here. Open Koen OS Wallpapers, add it. And that gives me access to all of my wallpapers in here. So as you can see, I have quite a few in here. In fact, let me just, I'm gonna pick one of these wallpapers because I really like this image, so we're just gonna use that throughout this entire stream. We're gonna change the wallpaper on start, and I can just show you the many wallpapers that I have in this pack. There's quite a lot. I don't remember exactly how many, but there's a lot. I will. No, let's just keep it the way that it is, actually. Yeah. Let's see, can I see how many images these are? 130 images are in this one folder, and I'm planning on getting a lot more in the future. So, That is one thing sorted. I love this image. This is so beautiful. But yeah, that's how I do my wallpapers on this. Let's also close out of this. I don't think I need that further. Alright. Now there's a couple of other things that I would like to do. The theming on this is decent enough, I guess. But I would kind of like for this to look a little bit better than what it does right now. I love the Adwaita theme and all, but there are a couple of other things that I would much rather have. So let's do some theming on this. And to get our theming done, we need grab OCS URL so I can just install themes more easily from a web browser. That way I don't need to go into a file explorer and go to a folder and install a theme that way. So we're going to install OCS URL for that. And then we can install some themes from GNOME Look or something like that. Just to make the desktop look a little bit better. So we're going to download this. And that's done. Activities. And install that package. And it's probably going to break. Oh no. That looks like it did pretty good, but I'm still going to try this. Because sometimes what would happen is that you install one package, but it's missing a whole lot of dependencies, so you gotta do a -- fix broken install. And then it's going to install the rest of the dependencies that it needs to run properly. Which is the exact thing you want. So now I can go back and then I can install applications properly. And I don't have to worry about my entire system breaking anymore. Which is great. So now we get to the really fun part. Theming GNOME. So we can make this look absolutely gorgeous, or we can make it look horrible. You can literally go in all sorts of different directions. If you really want this to look horrible, you can do that. And I kind of want to do that because as much as I love GNOME, I also kind of want to make it look bad. This is not my personal system. This is just a virtual machine I'm using, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. So let's see what we can find. Actually, I recall finding a Windows 95 theme once on here. Let's see what we can find. Oh no, there's a Windows XP theme. Ah! There's actually also a Windows 2000 theme, so let's see what that looks like first. This is going to look absolutely horrible with just standard GNOME. So I would probably have to change some things in this to make it look decent. But I'm still going to install this and see what happens. Okay, so okay, yeah, so that confirms that OCS URL works. Because if I was to install that, if I was to push that install button in that window, and used OCS URL would not be installed correctly, this would not pop up. You would just be waiting in front of your screen for nothing to happen. So I'm glad this worked. So this does seem like it's taking a lot longer than most of the themes, probably because this is going to install practically every single thing that is shown inside of here. But I do see a couple of things that do concern me a little bit. This looks like it's a KDE theme, not a GNOME theme. But you know what? We're just gonna try it out anyway. Because why not? We gotta open GNOME tweaks for this. And let's see what happens. There's no cursor theme. There is a icon theme, which I'm gonna apply. Those buttons alone look horrible. What does the rest of this look? Oh my god, it's an iMac keyboard. Oh no. But this is absolutely cursed. So we basically got Adwaita icons combined with GNOME icons. I got a feeling this is not yet complete. So I have to enable the shell. Nope, that does not seem like it's going to work. It doesn't even have the theme installed. It only has the icons. That's a bit of a shame. I was actually kind of hoping that would have everything installed, because that icon theme that we just installed, that was a lot of shit. That was a pretty big file that I had to install. Let's see what else we've got, because there's a lot of themes on this website. I really want to check a lot of this stuff out. Let's see, what the heck? Some of these are really hard to tell what it is. Ubuntu Monterey, I can already tell you, that looks horrible. I'm going to have to go now, unfortunately. I had fun. Thank you for the awesome stream. Keep it up. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have an incredible day, my man. Until I cannot speak. Until next time. Sorry. Let's see. What do we have here? Yaru Remix. Yeah, I do not need to see how to install it. Oh, I get. Oh, Yaru. That's right. That's the Ubuntu theme, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Ubuntu theme. I want to use something a little less Ubuntu. Even though I'm already using GNOME, which is already kind of Ubuntu, but still. Oh god. Sure. Let's see what happens. It does not have a very good rating. 5.4. But I'm kind of curious to see what is going to happen when I run this. So let's see what happens. We don't get a custom cursor theme or an icon theme. We do get the shell with dark mode. Oh god. Oh, freaking hell. Yeah, okay, that's a thing. It's a shame that all of the rest of the icons don't change at all. Oh, but that's probably because I don't have an icon theme installed for it, do I? No, I don't have an icon theme. So I gotta check the icon theme for this. Also, I need to install the dash to dock. The dash to dock thing. Or the dash to panel. I could also do a dash to panel, actually. Yeah, let's do dash to panel. To make it a little more Windows-like. I think that'll work. Let's enable that, install it. That Windows button looks way bigger than it should be. That is not what I meant to do. Yeah, that Windows button is huge, and I feel like the icons are also a little bit overscanning. I do not like the look of that. Let's I would also like to check out some of the cursors. Let's go to 10. And this is going to be macOS. Some of these, the pixel font cursor. Oh no. Oh no, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. I do kind of like this one, actually. The Breeze X cursors and all that. I'm all for it. Oh, by beta, what the hell are you doing? One dark. Let's see. Oh, come on. There's gotta be something good in here. Flatbed. No. Flatbed is not... Comics cursor. Windows 7 cursor. That does not look like the Windows 7 cursor. I mean, the arrow thing. The arrow glass and all. That kind of does, but... Other than that, that's not quite what I think of when I think of the Windows 7 cursor. The Windows 7 cursor was great. Windows 7 in general was just wonderful. I loved Windows 7. Hey, Microsoft! Why did you have to kill Windows 7? It was probably the last actually decent product that you made. That's a lie. Windows 8.1 was probably the last good thing that they had. Now I'd like to see who agrees and who disagrees with that statement. I'm gonna say it. I do not care what anyone says. I hecking loved Windows 8.1, okay? I think I think that many people hate on it far too much. I think it deserves way more credit than it does get. Because give Windows 8.1 credit, at the very least it worked properly, and it still had all of its stuff in the places that you would expect. Like, for example, it actually still made use of the classic control panel, which looks way different from what I'm used to. What the hell happened to that cursor theme in there? Okay. Doesn't matter. It looks like this. It's fine. But, you know, and the control panel also still works fine for most of the things that you would want to do on your system. So why change it? I don't know, but it's weird. And they never should have changed it around. It should just stay like that. Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, no. I'm also just going to change around the mouse cursor real quick because I love this cursor. The Leyland... Okay, that actually gave me a very good idea. Let's, look for the Leyland theme. I want to see if I can get Leyen to work on this. It's probably going to look horrible because it's a theme designed for, I think, KDE Plasma. But you know, I really like Leyen. So I want to see how this is going to look. It's probably going to look absolutely horrible, but I don't care. We'll see what happens. And I'm always going to allow this to open up links from this site. Or from OCS URL. It doesn't matter. Let's also install Dark. And open it up. There we go. And I also want to have Solid. Dark Solid. And regular Solid. Install. I bleed it out, take your chicken, that's the going away. I bleed it out. Alright, there we go. And now we'll see what happens when I actually try to use it. So the icons, oh! But that's a cursor theme. Oh well, let's just do a good old-fashioned Leyen. And let's also give it to the legacy apps. See what that looks like. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. The default GNOME apps, those will probably always look like that. That will never change, but let's see. I kind of want to see what happens. Oh God! Okay, we're gonna have to change the default settings on that. Colors. GNOME Dark. Please. Don't ever do that again to me, Debian. Don't ever do that to me. So, we're going to install Thunar. I guess. Thunar is my personal favorite file explorer. I personally really recommend it to people who are looking for a good file explorer that you can very easily get into and whatnot. And it also doesn't break all the time, which is nice. Let's actually put it in the panel. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Alright. And I want to unpin Nautilus real quick. Huh. That doesn't really seem to have done much of anything. But I'm guessing, again, that's because the Leyen theme is meant for KDE Plasma, but I'm not sure. So what I want to check... What will happen if I try to put... Oh, that theme looks so good on this. Actually, let's see what happens when I open it up in Variety. That looks horrendous. But let's try a Dark Solid. Let's see what happens when I do that. Oh, that's a lot better. I actually really like the look of that. That looks pretty darn cool. That looks a lot better than I thought it would, actually. Yeah. I can totally get by with this. Now, I would love to come back to this another day and see how much further I can theme this out. Because I do really like this setup so far. And I would love for this to be... You know, a little more customized. I would love for this to become a really gorgeous desktop environment. And at some point, I would love to see what kind of stuff I can build out of this. But for the time being, I think this is about enough. This actually kind of looks like a standard Adwaita theme, doesn't it? Like if I was to open up, let's say, files. Put the two of these side by side. I mean, it's not quite the default Adwaita. Or the GNOME theme, whatever you want to call it. But it's still pretty darn gorgeous to look at. I know that there's also this Materia Dark theme, which I would like to check out quick before I get out of here. So we're gonna do Material. Let's see, what does that look like? Oh! Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Let's give that a shot, and it has a fair few things. Can't I just install all of these at once? Without having to go through each and every one of them? You know what? No, let's just, pick one of these at random. See what it looks like. I'm curious. So let's install that. And open up tweaks. I also want to install a different terminal, honestly, because I like this terminal fine, but actually no. We're just gonna leave it at the defaults. It doesn't really matter which one I choose. So go to tweaks and material and material. Let's see what happens. Thunar. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. That looks so cool. Okay. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it like this because this is really cool looking. Even the buttons just feel so much better to click on with this. Does it have a custom icon theme? It doesn't. Why is the Leon white cursor theme an option in the cursor themes here? That makes no freaking sense, but other than that, yeah. I can totally use this. I totally see myself using a desktop like this myself, actually. This is cool. I'm gonna be using this, and I'm gonna theme this out a little bit more when I do a dedicated Debian stream, because I am absolutely loving this setup so far. This is great. If I was to set up a new Linux distribution with GNOME or with KDE or something like that, I would probably go with the Material theme or with Leon. The Leon theme is probably the one that I would go with, because the Leon theme is really cool, but that thing is also meant for KDE Plasma, so it's probably not going to be the most ideal. But I love the setup that I managed to put together so far on Debian itself. So I'm gonna go into a quick intermission, because I gotta get a little something to drink real quick, and I'll be back in a sec. And we're back in business with a good glass of water. Which is honestly kind of more like a bucket of water. This thing is almost as big as my own face. So, yeah, that's is quite the glass of water, so to say. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is what we're about to do next, because for a while, for a good few years now, as a matter of fact, there's been something that I have been trying to avoid as much as I can, because it has been driving me freaking nuts. The fact that that it just keeps going everywhere, and people are keep asking me, why aren't you playing this? And I'm just like, because I don't want to. So I decided to finally bite, and I started playing Genshin Impact. And we're gonna be playing a little bit of it in a second. So I hope you're ready, because I sure am not. And for the record, I already had played a little bit of this before I even planned doing this live stream at all, because I just really wanted, I was just really curious to see what all of the fuss was about, because everybody kept talking about it, and I was like, you know what, let's just give it a gosh darn shot, because I'm afraid otherwise people just would not shut up about it. Alright, let's just and obviously I'm kidding. I'm sure this is a great game at all, but for some reason the game is not being captured in OBS right now. Yeah, okay. And that for some reason does work. Sure, OBS. Sure. Whatever, my man. It doesn't matter. Let's just give this a shot and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. It's probably going to be a dumpster fire, because I'm shit at this. We'll see. So, for those who don't know what this is, I'm not entirely sure myself. I know that it's an open world RPG kind of game, I guess. But other than that, I don't know all that much about this. It's called Genshin Impact, but that's all that I know. I've also not been paying attention at all to the story of this, because I don't really care about the story of this game. I just want to get into it and play it. That's how little. That's the how little interest I had in the entirety of Genshin Impact. I don't even bother sitting through the story of it, because the story just does not interest me in the slightest. Why are you playing this then? Because I really wanted to see what all of the fuss was about. And I'm gonna be honest, so far I've not been that impressed by it, even though I've been playing it for a little while. I have not gone too far into the game, but I have played a little bit of it. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even tell you where I'm at this point in the story. I couldn't tell you how far I am in the game. So, yeah, to say that I haven't really cared much about this game is an understatement, to be honest, because I already was not interested in Genshin Impact when I first heard about it. A friend of mine, or well, a former friend of mine, played the game back then, and he was constantly talking about it, constantly playing it, and he was constantly like, "You gotta play this," and I was like, "Why should I?" Because it didn't look like a game that appeals to me. And every single time, it's funny because everyone who has played this has praised it to heaven and back. And yet I'm just sitting here being all like, what the hell is all of that fuss about? Is it really that good? Is it really as good as people are saying it is?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Paimon is freaking irritating. I hate that voice. But anyway, oh, I think that's why the game was not recognized, or was it? I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, I can't say that I'm all that impressed by this so far. And the funny thing, like I was about to say, is that every single time that people talk about this, they can literally not mention anything besides the game is free and it's fun to play. Alright, sure, but what is the game actually about? What do you do in it? Is it like, what's the story like? Does it even have a story at all? I don't know. I don't know anything. That is not what I... Up, okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, okay, I made a horrible mistake, didn't I? Okay, I gotta, oh alright. Yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work at all. I should not be fighting enemies that I cannot fight. It's absolutely stupid though, because I should be able to kill this guy easily. He's only a level 5 monster. It's not like he has massive powers. Oh shit. Melt, you piece of shit. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I hate this. Okay, yeah, no, I am not going to bother with this. I'm going away. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. I'm just going to outrun in. Oh, fuck. Okay, have they seen me? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's fire this. And fight! Oh, what? How am I made out of stone all of a sudden?
Disappear!
There we go. And I'm frozen again. There we go. So yeah, to say that this was a pretty horrendous fight. Can I cook something at all right now? Yeah, I got some ingredients. Let's just do it. I got nothing. All right. All right. That I'm pretty sure I did that horribly wrong. This is great. Also, you gotta love the lack of music in this part. Oh no, there actually is music. I think I just turned it down by a lot. I probably did, didn't I? Hang on. Oh yeah, I just turned the audio down by a lot. Let's turn that up a little bit then. We do at the very least want to hear some music during this. Meet Katya, Kaya. I cannot pronounce those names. I believe this game was also made in Japan or something. Or it was based on Japanese shit or whatever. I don't know. Kaya!
You've arrived.
I sure have.
Come closer. Can you smell that? Something must have happened in the temple. I imagine there will be slimes, hilly churls, and whatever's giving Storm Terror extra power.
What are Haley Charles?
Oh yes. It is going to be lively in there indeed.
No doubt nothing. Yeah, sure. Let's say that.
Oh, you're quite the brave one, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not
It's
scared.
a pity that the Temple
for
of the Wolf
some
has been
monsters.
disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes
Did
offerings
they
to
just
the
call
Four
it
Winds
the Temple
anymore.
of the Wolf?
Yet the old
Are there
we need to
wolves
clear out
in
the
here?
temples
Please tell
for
me
the
there's
Four
wolves.
Winds.
Windblade!
This game would be instantly incredible if there actually are wolves to be found here. How do I eat my food again, actually? How do I... Where's my food? There it is. I've got all of this stuff now. Oh, this is some suspicious steak. A grilled steak, its colors is a little bleak, almost as if it feels sorry for itself for being a sorry excuse of a steak. Because I burnt it. Of course I did. You know what? I feel like this guy... I need to heal up my character a little bit more, so... can only be used on a fallen character? What? Okay. Yeah. And let's give him, like, 3 of these. Should be fine. There we go. I keep using the spell. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Time to enter a temple. This I'm actually kind of excited for, because I do really like the temple. I went through one temple earlier before I did this live stream, but the temples are pretty interesting. I do like those so far. But, oh. This almost looks like I'm in a completely different dimension, actually. Kaya! You're waiting on us.
Let me show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries.
Sure thing. Oh, I'm playing as Kaya!
If I'm not mistaken, the end of the temple should be up there.
So we gotta get up
how
there.
do you know?
Experience. The kind of experience you get after years of dealing with things like this for others.
This is going to be fascinating. Or, well, fascinating, interesting at least. If there's water around, opponents may become wet. Saro? I don't know how to pronounce that. Skills can freeze water. Hydro opponents, or opponents that are wet. Utilize this elemental reaction to gain an advantage over your opponents. Is this one of those games where you need to have, like, a bazillion buttons on the side of your mouse? I only have this... all I've got is an MX Master... Oh, shit, that's not what I meant. All I've got is this MX Master 3, which only has, like, 2 buttons on its side. And a little side-scrolling wheel. And that's pretty much all that I've got on here. So I might need one of those MMO mice that you can use for this type of thing, which I don't have quite yet. So that's going to be an issue. But let's see what we can do with this. When Pyro meets Hydro, Vaporize occurs. The effects of Pyro and Hydro will dissipate when Vaporize occurs. Alright. Sounds cool, man. Let's... Oh! Now that is interesting. Okay, I will give it this.
Traveler, unless I'm mistaken, you don't seem to have a vision. So how exactly is it that you're able to channel elemental energy?
The chosen one.
Very strange occurrence.
Door of Resurrection has revived. Awesome. A flamethrower's core is what gives it the energy to shoot fire. Use Gyro. I'm gonna say Gyro. Skills to temporarily disable the flamethrower's course. Okay. So I gotta do that. I guess. Oh my god, stay away from me, you piece of trash.
Freeze!
I hate the slimes. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I'm okay with it. Because...
Finally, we're here.
Alright.
Seems the path ends here. Let's use the wind currents to fly up.
The wings. I love gliding. The gliding in this game also feels very nice. Like, way better than I was anticipating. Okay, so that's one of those pyro monsters, so I gotta kill that with my, with this ability right here. And that is going to melt these guys. Seems reasonable enough. Oh, whoops.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh. That special move, did not
We can
feel...
use this to put out fire.
Good idea. That's some keen observation. We
That
should get Jean to give you a title
special
and make
move
you a
did
knight.
not feel particularly good. Matter of fact, it felt pretty darn bad. It kind of looked. It kind of. There were barely any sound effects at all there, which is a really big shame. But okay.
Speaking of, did you know? Storm Terror was once one of the 4 winds. I'm not aware of the exact details. If you're interested, you can ask the acting Grand Master about it.
Okay, so there's another location that I have to go to if I want to know everything about the lore of Genshin Impact. That's good to know. Oh, this is a big room.
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Seems
There's
probable.
a boss fight in here,
Let's
isn't
deal
there?
with it.
There's a boss fight in here.
Bravo.
I know there
What
is.
a performance. You are, to my surprise, a well-trained knight. The battles you just fought were sights to behold.
Not worth complimenting, really. You gotta have a little bit of
I
confidence.
see you already have the knightly virtue of modesty. Stories of your heroic deeds to save Mondstadt from destruction shall be known throughout the City of Freedom, well into the future. Please do visit me at our headquarters when you have the time. I also know a lovely tavern, if that's more your thing.
That sounds good.
Quite rewarding, no?
We've seized another temple from Storm Terror's grasp.
I can take care of
Paimon,
the
will
rest
you
here.
please just
You go
shut
take
up?
care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then. Bye-bye.
There's no
Thank
way
you.
Hilly Churls organized an ambush like this themselves.
Ooh,
Not with their limited
sorry about
mental
that.
capacity.
Oh yeah,
Thus
boss
you were
fight.
behind this.
Sorry, what did you say? Oh. What?
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
Are we going to fight him? Please tell me we're going to fight him. Oh, come on! What was the point of having him in here then? Ah. That's honestly pretty... That's honestly, kinda disappointing. I was hoping for that to be a little more epic than what it ended up being. But then again, what do I know about this? I have no idea what the hell I'm even talking about.
Wind blade.
Swirl. There we go. The fighting enemies is so far probably the most exciting part about this. Even though that's also not that great. Like, I actually played a good bit of Horizon Zero Dawn the other day. Which I absolutely loved for its world and for the characters and all that. This so far just kind of feels meh to me, but maybe that's just because I already didn't really expect that something that great. I don't know what I was actually expecting when I got into this, to be honest. Like, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're not going to look for trouble with those guys. Absolutely not. I refuse to fight them. What the heck is going on down there? Okay. Actually do really want to give this a shot. Let's fight! BAM! Holy hell!
That's cheating.
Okay.
With the wind. Yeah.
There we go. Oh. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's what you want. I'm also going to loot pretty much everything that I can in this. Just so I can always have a little something. You never know where you're going to need all of this. Confirm. Another one, let's do that. Also, I know that there's, I have not played the game at all, but I know that there's also, in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you could, pretty much, cook whatever you desire without having any recipes at all. In this, it looks like you already need to have the recipes, at the ready, so you can, pretty much cook anything that you desire without having to... I don't know where I was going with that sentence. But you could pretty much cooking whatever you desire without having to get its own recipe. From what I understand, I don't know if that's entirely true, but that's what I understand from it. That's what I've heard. Or what I've seen, at least.
I'll keep this close.
That's probably a good idea, my man. So, I want to see if I can also teleport to that location. It doesn't really look like I can. So I would have to go there myself. Amber is hurt pretty badly, by the way. I should probably give her a little bit of food. How do I open my inventory again? Oh, there we go. So we are going to use this one of these, I guess. There we go. And she apparently is not feeling so well. Whoops. What did I just give her?
I feel like running.
You feel like running? Then let's just do that, shall we?
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
But you didn't track down any targets. You just opened the chest. Oh. Okay. So, oh, the temple is up here, isn't it? Can I even climb that high? Oh, yeah, we can totally make that. That's no problem. There we go. And then the temple is way up there. I probably could get up there a lot more easily, but I don't really know how to do it properly. I think I just went the completely wrong direction. Iron! I don't know what we can use it for, but I'm taking it with me. And we'll see what happens. Oh, no, wait, I should probably use Kaon for that. Or Kea. I still don't know how to pronounce that name properly. I'm really stupid. Oh.
Dodge this.
There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Doesn't really look like this is going anywhere. Oh, I see. Cool. I should probably use some of my magic tricks. Oh.
Quite the find.
That's, not what I was hoping for. Okay, I need to find a different way to get in there then. Hello, little squirrel. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sure. And we'll also take some of that mint. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go up here then? That's what I think, at least. I don't know if it's quite accurate, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. There's some enemies up there. Yeah, some more of those fucking slimes.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Come on, man.
Freeze.
Yeah, Chaos special move still is not quite what I would hope for, to be honest. It's still a little bit boring and it doesn't feel that satisfying to use. And apparently it started raining. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Far more effective.
Oh damn!
It's going to get interesting.
Okay. Please tell me they're gonna bring up the storm during this conversation.
You're going to help me out too? How kind of you. Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything.
What kind of things does a librarian do? Oh my goodness.
Good question. Well, because Jean trusts me.
Got my package from
So
Main
you should
Fantasy.
as well.
Oh! What did you get? A new fursuit? Okay, let's just go into the Temple of the Lion. What did you get then? Ah, fursuit sprays. That's also great. Oh, I need to level up my, I need to level up Amber and, Kea a lot more than I am. Oops. I will get around to that. At least I'm planning to. Okay.
I guess I could give this a go.
Ashtek's apple pie and the Zev's strawberry. Those sound phenomenal. I think I still have my my
There was a
sprays
strong
around
elemental
here
energy
somewhere
coming
actually.
from deep within this temple.
Let me
are you
check
able to
if I
float
still
across?
have my own
Can't
fursuit
do much
sprays.
even if she does.
Hope so. And
Good
it looks
point.
like my cable is
We'd
stuck
better
under
start
my
looking
chair.
for a way to get up there then.
There we go. Yep. I still got mine. It's sweet cotton candy with a custom design on it. These are I have not used it
It's
yet. It's
nearly
still
time
sealed,
for
but
afternoon tea.
I wanted your character on the bottle, but cotton candy sounds horrible. It's probably gonna smell extremely sweet. I have not tried it yet, but I got it. So, do it right now? Ooh. It reeks of alcohol. I feel like I might have overdone it a little bit. But that does not smell like cotton candy anymore. I think it may have expired some. If there even is an expiration date on it. If it can expire. But, spray 20 centimeters from you. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna use the other one. So we're just gonna do it a little something like this. I don't quite recall what cotton candy sounds like, but that is not it. I think it's getting old because it's been sitting here a long time. So but yeah, that does not smell like cotton candy at all. But I could also be horribly wrong. Maybe it does smell like it, and either way, it does not smell good. And now I'm gonna smell like that stuff for the rest of the day. That's wonderful. I would not recommend perfume that smells like cotton candy.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Oh, Lysa, would you please just shut up? I don't even know if that's your name. Yeah, that appears to be your name.
Let's ride this wind current, shall we?
So, yeah. But, yeah, one good thing about that perfume anyway is that I did get it for free with my fursuit, which is nice. So I didn't have to spend any money on this. Which is nice. Oh, what the heck?
Yep. You're in for a little shock.
Okay, that is awesome. It does take a little bit for her to use the spell,
it's an electro monument. No wonder. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties.
Apple pie smells like apple and cinnamon, which is really amazing. Strawberry smells like the strawberry zero sugar Monster Energy. Oh my goodness. You mean the ultra red? The ultra red is my personal favorite out of all of the Monster Energies. And if it does smell like that, then that's freaking awesome. Oh! I need to defeat all of these in 20 seconds. Are you kidding me?
You're in for a little shock.
These guys are also immune to my thunder
Come a little
magic,
closer.
apparently. That's a problem. Challenge failed, and the problem is I probably have to finish it with this character if I want to advance further
You're
into
in for
this.
a little shock. Blitz.
Oh, holy shit! I did not expect that to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that happened. It smells like that. That is freaking awesome. Monster Energy in and of itself is already really good. I love that stuff, but to have it smell like the Ultra Red one, yeah, that's just awesome. That's just great. That's perfect. There we go.
Come a little closer.
Ah! I can't hit him from there. All
When
right.
it comes to wet enemies, I've got them covered.
Gold. Give me all the gold, gold, gold. Cabbages and carrots.
Yep.
Wonderful. Oh! I did not know that that was a crate of TNT. I'm really obsessed with Monster Ultra White at the moment.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, I can totally see why.
Let's write it up from here.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably a good bit more, a good bit healthier than just the regular Monster Energy. So I'd say you're doing a good job there. Even though it's probably, it probably doesn't matter too much which one of the two you pick, to be honest. Now that I think about it. All right, go. Can I use the spell
You're
at all?
in for a little shock. You've been
There we
in.
go. And Q.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Oh, dang.
Chain lightning can be set off between
That
electrocharged
absolutely
opponents.
destroyed them.
The electrical discharge caused by friction is only a little less shocking than love at...
Okay.
Oh, you want to know about this gem? You're kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod.
Oh boy. take flight. Oh.
What? You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence? No, I doubt it. After all, hilly churls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you,
Does that
you're
matter?
more or less qualified to be a magister's apprentice.
And we got another one of those huge rooms.
Break it, and we can head home and relax. The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up.
Oh,
We did
it's
it.
one of those consolidated wind things.
Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West. They are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Anemo. The Dragon of the East, Storm Terror, its real name is Dvalin. Though most in Mondstadt seem to have forgotten that in all this
Dvalin.
Storm
Why does
Terror
that
business.
name sound so
So
familiar?
now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the 4
I can't
winds'
help but
power.
feel like I've heard of that name before.
Because it has been consuming itself from the beginning.
Why would it go to such lengths? Let's just go with
Because
that.
of hatred, I presume.
Hatred?
Hatred for Mondstadt. Hatred drove it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Storm Terror.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
Probably because the people in
As
there
a
are
child of
horrible.
Mondstadt, it's something that's really hard to say aloud. Here, take this. It's a very old story from more
It has
than a
something to do
century
with
ago.
the people who live there, doesn't it?
Let's
Usually
head back to the
when
statue of the Seven at Windrise
I'm
and offer it
I'm
to
gonna
the gods.
assume that
Well,
they
you
are
should come with
supposed
me.
to be some
Paimon
sort
will
of
tell-
gods or something in this universe. Usually a god wouldn't be so willing to protect the city that it's supposed to protect if the people in there are terrible people. That's what I got out of Grievous
Ooh, it's
Clash of the
finally done.
Titans.
Well, all that lay, flow, and elemental line stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal. Wanna go back and see how the knights are doing?
Not really.
But if you got anything more interesting to do, Paimon can come too. By the way, we obtained another Animalculus in one of the Four Winds temples, right?
Mm-hmm.
We might come across more of them in the future, so don't forget to offer them to the statues.
I already forgot what the hell she means with the statues. I think it was in the very beginning of the game as well. I think the statue was somewhere in the beginning of this, and I already forgot about it. Also, Alex, I saw your message there. Yeah, I agree. The game does look great. I think that they used pretty much the same engine as what they had used for, let's see, Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. But, this game looks, yeah, that's exactly. It does look great. I do agree with that. That's one thing that I have to give this credit for. It has a phenomenal look to it. But other than that, I just don't find it that interesting to play through so far. I feel like it's one of those types of games that I really have to get into to really enjoy it. And so far, I haven't really bothered much to get into it. I just want to play the game and see what happens. But what other quests do we have? Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Sharpening the axe. Oh, so there's 3 of these that I got right now. All right. Let's just do a little bit of exploring right now. I think that'll be good. Let's just explore the world a little bit. Maybe level up some of my other characters, because I've got 4 of them and only 1 right now is level 19. So let's see what we can do about that. First, we gotta look through this real quick. We're going to level you up by an awful lot. That's the max. Sure. So we're gonna leave it at that. Confirm. And we're gonna do the same thing with you. How many levels can you take? Oh, wait. Do I need these materials to level you up or something? Is that how that works? I don't know. It looks like that's pretty much how it works. Yeah, that's exactly how this works. That makes sense.
There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Lysa gets it. Lysa gets it all the way. Let's just have a little bit of fun. Matsutake. Oh, there's a thing over there. I don't know how to get to there. I'm gonna play this today. I'd say go for it. And, oh, that's a teleport waypoints. I completely forgot about those. So these are essentially going to be an easy way, easy means of travel, so you can teleport to that point if you really wanted to. I don't know why, but it's there. So it'll make traveling a lot easier. It kind of beats the purpose to me of having such an enormous open world. It's kind of on the same boat to me as having Fly in Pokemon, you know, where you can just fly wherever you want once you unlocked that move. And I get it. It's supposed to make the game far easier to go through. I mean, this is probably a really big world to traverse. But still, I would much rather just have it be an enormous world that I can traverse and,
let it rain.
you know, have fun doing it. Instead of making the game just incredibly easy for myself, but that's just me. Oh, the fire effects in this. That's really nice. Little things like that just make this so much more fun. Makes it really good to look at. I love it. But, yeah. A lot of enemies around here. What are those things? Oh, okay, okay. That's, that's not something that I would want to, pick my fights with right now, and I'm on fire. I'm not anymore, but I was on fire a moment ago. What the hell happened there? You saw that, right? It was like... That's funny. The fact that that can even happen in this. Like, how does that happen? It's not supposed to happen. Is it? Pretty sure not. Surely not. So, okay. Oh, there are so many enemies around here. I made a horrible mistake going here. Let's climb our way up this mountain, or this hill, or whatever you want to call it. And I am not going to make that, am I? Nope, not even close. And that took a lot of damage. Oops. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna use one of those waypoints. I am way off the map. Where the heck am I? Why is that part of the map not... You know, why isn't this part of the map discovered yet? That makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why I can't see... Yeah, this is just a bizarre game. It's such a weird one. I don't have a signature on this. Can I actually add that? Let's do some stuff. Let's just give it stay passionate. This is a pretty big canvas, so I'm pretty sure you can make it a lot bigger than that, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. I don't really feel like going through the archive. What else can I do with my profile? Let's see what that does. Character showcase. Oh, I've got Ember at level 20 already. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Let's put you guys in here. And name card. Oh, we can just do that. Sure. Alright. That is, great. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to like it. It's hard. I think that's enough of that for now. So Genshin Impact is not exactly my favorite game just yet, and it's probably never going to be. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get the appeal of it. I don't know. I really don't know, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I'm giving it a fair shot, though. I'm giving it as fair of a shot as I can. Please believe me when I say that. I really am trying. I'm trying the best I can to like it. Can we play Minecraft? Of course we can, if you really want to. We can play some Minecraft. Let me just start it up real quick. Yeah. Let's go with my main install. I've been having some weird problems, by the way, with my mod in Minecraft. Like, for some reason, my I have some instances in multi-MC that I can actually show. I can actually show what that looks like. So I have some of these right here that for some reason aren't working anymore. I get some weird Java errors. So yeah, pretty much a little something like this. But maybe this is also because I'm already running a Minecraft instance in the background. So maybe that's why that is not working. But yeah, I'm having some weird Java problems with my Minecraft. It's very frustrating. I would love for my Minecraft or for Java to have that fixed. Not that it's Java's fault necessarily. This is something to do with Minecraft itself and whatnot. Like, Minecraft is just acting weird. Minecraft always acts weird in a lot of ways, but this is probably the weirdest that I've ever seen it act. That's a lie. I've seen weirder behavior from Minecraft in the past. Let's see, we can do a couple of things in here. First of all, I want to check something out real quick. Because I have a Dynamap of this server. So I just need to check if oh, for some bizarre reason that is not correct. There we go. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not gonna check the Dynamap today. I don't really care for it. A lot of people just tend to build all over the place in this server anyway. The server is completely free to join, by the way. If you want to join it, I'll leave the IP address on screen here. And you can check it out if you so desire to do that. For some reason, that opened up my my shortcuts. That is not what I meant to open. Weird stuff is happening today. As it usually is. So what I usually do nowadays on here is I either go to the nether or I go down in the mine. There is this massive thing that I'm doing right now for no other reason other than I'm bored and I want to do something for the heck of it. I'm gonna order some clothes and then I will join. Sure thing, my man. But yeah, first of all, I got this massive cave down here, which is pretty dang cool. There's some redstone down there. I can actually use that for some money. That reminds me, how much did I need for the god kit? 100,000. I think I'm well over that. Yeah, I am. Not that I necessarily need it, because I already have a very good inventory. I've got a lot of good stuff, and most of this is only the armor and a freaking good sword. That's pretty much it. The sword doesn't even have unbreaking, by the way. I had somebody else set up the kits for me, which I very much appreciate that they wanted to do that for me, but I feel like redoing that. But then again, the server is pretty much dead. The Minecraft server doesn't really have all that many people in it anymore, so I'm just all like, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna I'm just gonna play on it myself and have some fun on it. It doesn't really matter to me much anymore if people play on this at all. Because at this point, what's more important is that it at the very least exists. And if people wanted to join it, they can at any given time that they want. They don't necessarily have to. But at this point, the server just exists so long as my financial situation is going to call for it. So if my financial situation changes at all in the next couple of months, chances are I will either have to stop the Minecraft server entirely or downgrade it, which I don't even know if that's possible with the particular host that I'm running this on. Because I'm running this with Contabo, who are, by the way, an incredible host. Like, easily the best host that I've had in ages. I can actually show you what I've got on this server. I think I can. Let me check something. If I can actually show the information that's on here. Yeah. I think I can. I think this is fine. So, basically, what I've got here, hang on. Oh, there is some information in here that I would much rather not show, but let's see if I can go into the actual console of this. Oh, it's literally this. Okay, well, I can at the very least show you what they sell on here. I can at the very least show the store portion of this site. So let me show you this. So what I'm running my server on is called a virtual private server, or a VPS. I'm running this with Contabo, who are a very good host. They have very good servers for a very low price. And when I talk about a low price, I'm talking 10 euros and 50 cents for 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 100 gigabyte NVMe SSD, or a 400 gigabyte regular SSD. And long story short, a very good selection of stuff that you can add in here. And what I especially loved about this is that it can actually run the latest version of Debian. So I pretty much just loaded it up with Debian 11, but I even upgraded that. So I now have a system running Debian 11, which isn't even Debian 11 anymore. It's Debian SID, which is more on the bleeding edge side. This is just a static release, so it pretty much does not update unless I update the system myself. And add in a whole lot of repositories into the system. I upgraded this to Debian SID, so I now have a bleeding edge approach. So you can have newer packages and much more stuff to it. I could also install this with Windows Server, which is very different from Debian. I personally really like Debian. I think it's just a phenomenal operating system, and it's great to use. I personally just prefer this over Debian any day of the week. Now, many people would probably have gone with something like Ubuntu or something like that, because Ubuntu apparently also is a very good option. I personally don't like Ubuntu, because I've used Ubuntu a couple of times and it always just led me to nothing but complete and total disaster. So I'm never going to use Ubuntu for a server. I know that Ubuntu server probably is a lot better for server purposes than regular Ubuntu, but still, I don't trust Ubuntu anymore. So I'm just going to use Debian for this kind of stuff, and lo and behold, this actually works beautifully. I've had a couple of lag issues with this server though, truth be told, but I think that had more to do with my internet problems, or with possibly Debian having some problems with it, but other than that, the server has been running flawlessly. I'll tell you this much. It had a lot fewer. Is that good English? I don't know. It did not have as many issues as the server that I had before that, because the server I had before this had a lot of lag. The customer support was not great, and funny story, I think I still have access to that original server that I had. I have to double check if that's actually true, but I think I still have access to that original server that I had. So let me check if that's true or not. Actually, really curious about that. Yeah. These slimes are really freaking annoying. All right. For some bizarre reason, it would not let me log in. Which is weird. They also completely revamped their website, so it could very well be that my login information had just been lost. Or maybe it's something completely different, or maybe their website just broke or something like that. I don't know. Oh no, it actually does work. Okay, great. So I can show this. Yeah, they completely changed this entire website. And apparently I have some some invoices open still. But that does not matter. Let's check out what this is. Oh my goodness, I still have one server that's still working. Like, I actually canceled this entire server. And it appears to still be up and running. Is it still? No, it doesn't look like it. I think they closed it down, but I actually had canceled this server quite a while ago, and it had been working a couple of months after the fact, so I thought that it was still going to work. That it was going to work forever, even though I'm not paying for it anymore. But I think they finally caught up, and they were like, hey, this person is not paying for a server, but his server is still working. So, yeah, let's not do that anymore. We're going to completely close down his server, even though he still has access to the dashboard. That's just the funniest shit ever to me. But hey, we found some diamonds, yeah. Do you remember that song? Do you remember that very good Minecraft song? Let me actually put up some good Minecraft music in here. I want to put up the good stuff. So let's go to here. I found a diamond, yeah. Doesn't matter, diamonds. Oh, good lord. Oh, no. I just found a true classic for the OG Minecraft players around among us. If you remember this, you are an OG. 2010.
Started walking, it's my regular routine.
This is where it all started with Minecraft songs. I think this was the first of its kind, from what I understand.
Let me tell you just what I've seen.
And if it wasn't the first of its kind, it was probably the most iconic. It was also an original.
Some chicken stew and the woman who lived in a shoe. I saw a white whale, the holy grail, pirate ships without a sail, airmail, volcano failed, pyramids not to scale, and some things I should not go into detail.
Oh
you
man.
Never know what you will find, shaping a world that's in your mind. See for yourself and walk with me.
The animation in this is also kind of amazing. I wonder if this was done by him, by this guy himself, but let's see. No. It doesn't look like he was the original guy who did this, but
maybe I should look underground. I started digging a hole, drilling through dirt, then I fell through, landed in some water. What have I gotten myself into? Saw a lava lake near the core, Kratos from God of War, mushroom spore, liquor store, statue of Dumbledore, wooden
a liquor store,
bed, spiders and the undead, arrowhead, loaf of bread, giant spool of golden thread. I saw a sparkle in the dark. I put my axe right
it actually
through
kind
that
of
mark,
it's
and
actually kind of amazing to look at
found me
this.
some diamonds. Oh, I'm so happy I could ride up here.
Oh man. Okay, who was this animated by? I don't think this was animated by I don't know actually. Are they still going on today? No, they're not, but they did come back a couple of years ago actually. That's really cool. But they don't. It doesn't look like they had all that much success after that. That was a one-hit wonder, and then it completely died out. Yogscast. Oh, that must be one of those Yogscast mod packs. But I don't know if this guy actually was in the Yogscast at the time. I know for a fact that this guy is. I'm also just gonna leave a like on this because this is just pure gold. Oh no! I also see something that... Oh boy, that's gonna be fun to look back to. But yeah, this is...
Yo, I wake up, man, that night flew by. I said what's up to the beautifulness that's outside. Yeah, maybe only...
Oh, I love this song.
Build an iron golem? Ooh, we better get mining. Then I'm like, OMG, what's that shining?
Now let's listen to some random reacting stuff. We're gonna leave Minecraft to the side for a moment. Shaders in the song there. See, this I never understood how that worked. You can just see Steve walking by, but this is not... It's not animated, is it? I don't think it is. So... I really wonder how people manage to get a Minecraft skin to be kind of green screen in the way, and you can see it walk by on the foreground, and in the background you can still see. I don't know how that works, but I know for a fact that it's freaking amazing. I also know for a fact that this is an absolute classic. I see another one that's great, but I'm not gonna play every single classic Minecraft song, but there are a couple that I would really like to play on here. So, this is one. This was one of my all-time favorites as a kid. I really loved this. This was probably my favorite back then, actually. Probably was. And even if it wasn't my favorite, it was very up there. Then there was this one, which I think this was actually... oh no, what? Someone did this? Oh no, please. Oh, this is gonna be good. You can see some very good-looking Eddie stuff there. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be good. 1.6.4. I think this was animated in like Blender or something, judging by the quality of the rig and even some of the detail on the rig, like the mouth and stuff. I love the animation on this though, it looks so good. Did they actually respond to this too? No, it doesn't look like they responded to it. That's such a shame. He deserves to be recognized for this. This is amazing work. Even some new animation on like the text and everything. I want to see what other stuff he produces. I'm not going to check out all of his stuff, but I am curious. Ah, he barely produces anything at all. That's such a shame. I do think that he deserves recognition from the Yogscast just for this stuff. Or at the very least in the Living Wood. Or Martin, as he's called. An anvil. Yeah, that was... Yeah, but yeah, that song right there, that's pure gold. I think this was also my my introduction to Owl City, because this is a parody to When Can I See You Again? Was that a song from Owl City? No, it's not. Good lord, what was that song again? Oh yeah, that's Owl City has been back in the music business all over again, which is great. Oh yeah, it was When Can I See You Again. I'm such an idiot. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah, we're gonna pretend that never happened. But there's one artist in particular that not Phantom Strider. As much as I love Phantom Strider, that's not the guy who I wanted to feature for this one bit. It's this for a while was my favorite artist on YouTube, actually. On the entirety of YouTube, this was my favorite. Because he made some of the best Minecraft parodies, which not only sounded great, but they also looked phenomenal. And this was, this right here was my introduction to him. If you remember this, you are a true veteran. You are a true Minecraft veteran. Can this just be played in 1080p, please? Thank you very much. Oh. Just wait for the chorus. The chorus is especially... The chorus is by far my favorite bit of this entire thing. Which should be obvious, because the chorus comes back over and over and over again, and that's the part that everyone recognizes when they hear the song, but with a couple of notable exceptions, obviously, like with I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, and with Never Gonna Give You Up, but still. Another lucky block just spawned today. Guys probably should not be singing on stream, but yeah. It's so stupidly catchy. Okay, that's enough of that. I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick, because I absolutely adore Minecraft parodies, and it's a shame that it's, you don't really get to see all that many Minecraft parodies at all anymore, and that's, in my opinion, a really big shame, because I always loved listening to those great songs that people used to make. An awful lot of people made some great stuff with Minecraft parodies, and I would love for them to return at some point. Like, I think that would be great. If people would make more Minecraft parodies. Make that happen, people! Make more Minecraft parodies. I want to see more of that incredible stuff. Just make more songs. Please. I want to see it. Yeah. Would be freaking awesome. But yeah, I don't even know anymore. What kind of micro songs would you actually make nowadays? Like, there are some artists out there who are still making original songs. Captain Sparkles very recently actually made a sequel to Fallen Kingdom, which he calls the Rising Kingdom. For one thing, I absolutely adore that Captain Sparkles is bringing back an old series of his. I think it's great that he still has so much love and so much passion for the Fallen Kingdom series. That's absolutely wonderful. But I can't help but wonder, why would you continue a series that's already finished? And that's not just a question that I ask in regards to Captain Sparkles or whatever, but this is just for quite literally every single franchise that gets continued, but the franchise has been finished. Like, I know there's a lot of things out there that just keep going on, indefinitely until it finally dies out, because it doesn't get sold as well anymore as it once did. there's a new Toy Story movie coming out, and apparently there's a new Frozen movie coming out from Disney and Pixar. And all I can ask is, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you continuing both of these movies? I have not checked out any sequels of either of those franchises. For one thing, because I thought that the story of Toy Story was already ended phenomenally. I absolutely love Toy Story. It was a very good movie and all. But I didn't feel like it had to be continued any further than where we already ended it up. Where we already ended it up. That's a very good English sentence, Koen. You can do English. I know you can do English. But anyway, Toy Story did not have to be continued at all from that point forward, in my honest opinion. And they just keep going over and over and over again. They went with Toy Story 2, which I don't even know what the hell is going on. I know that there's a couple of new characters that got introduced in there, which I've seen a couple of clips from. They look really fun. Like, I really like that girl cowboy. I think it was called Jessie. I think she was called Jessie or something like that. I've seen some clips of her, and she is extremely energetic, almost Pinkie Pie levels of energetic, and I absolutely love that. I love the few clips that I've seen of her, and I'm sure she's a great character and all, but I just have not bothered to watch the actual movie because, like I said, I don't think that there is much reason for it to be continued as much as it was. But that's just me. Also, Frozen did not need to get another sequel at all. From what I understand, Frozen 2 wasn't that great of a movie. I mean, I've seen a couple of things here and there about Frozen 2. Frozen 1 was already pretty darn insane from what I've seen. It was not exactly what I would call a good movie. I mean, am I being unfair? Yeah, I'm probably being unfair. It was a decent movie, but I don't get any damage, do I? I had God mode turned on the whole time. That's not what you want. Okay. Let me rephrase that whole thing. Frozen 2 was a decent movie. It just got a little bit overly played, especially the song Let It Go. That's the thing. Frozen 2 had that exact same issue with Into the Unknown, which also a very good song. I have not bothered to check out the movie at all because it didn't look very interesting to me from what I've seen. I just never really bothered to watch it at all. That's exactly what I just said, but you get the point. And, Frozen 3 is another one that I'm just not going to check out because I don't see the point. I literally... Oh, good lord! That actually scared me. Okay. You take it easy there, Mr. Skeleton. Spooky, scary skeleton just shot an arrow in my ass. But yeah, that's the thing with me. If I don't see the points with a sequel being made, I am probably not going to check it out. And the same thing happened with Mary Poppins Returns. When I heard the story that Mary Poppins was gonna get a sequel after many years of just being put to the side, watching a couple of reviews, it looked alright, but it didn't look like something that I would want to check out. So I just didn't bother watching it. But then you also get franchises that just get overly hyped that I immediately lose interest in the second it gets overly hyped. Like, okay, so this is going to be a complete and total shift in subject matter, but I want to talk about this because this is something that I feel very strongly about. So you have all of these franchises going around. Yeah, get all of these movies, all of these shows and whatnot going around that a bunch of people are talking about, and a lot of the times what would happen with me is when something gets talked about a lot, and everyone either keeps overly praising it, or everyone seems to be pretending like that one thing is the only thing to ever exist, and everything else just doesn't exist anymore. That's where I start to have personal problems with hype. That's where I am immediately questioning, like, why is this getting so much love? Why is this hyped up so much? And what would happen from that is that I completely lose all of my interest to check it out. That's pretty much what happened with Genshin Impact, which I played a moment ago, which I am not exactly loving as much as many people are. The same thing happened to me with Among Us, which I eventually ended up playing, and which I still don't quite understand the love for, which it got in 2020. The same thing happens every single time that they release a new Fast and Furious movie, because the Fast and Furious movie, the Fast and Furious movies is another franchise that just keeps going on forever and it doesn't end. And every few years a new movie comes out and everyone is talking about it, and everyone's like, hey, Koen, have you seen this movie? No, because I don't care a single lick about the Fast and Furious movies. Hey, Koen, you should totally check out the Fast and Furious movies. No! Leave me alone! I don't want to watch these freaking overhyped movies. See, and the same thing is actually happened very recently with Puss in Boots, where everyone is talking about Puss in Boots. Hey guys, have you seen Puss in Boots yet? No, I haven't seen it, and I probably won't either. And the funny thing about that is, actually, I was planning on watching Puss in Boots at some point, because I already really loved the first movie, and I've heard a couple of things of the second movie also being very good. But then, slowly but surely, an awful lot more people come out at me, telling me how great the movie is. An awful lot of people in Phantom Strider's server are talking about how great it is. And almost no one seems to discuss any actual flaws of it. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. If you enjoy something, if you don't see any flaws with it, that's perfectly fine. But at some point you gotta be objective about something that you're talking about. And it doesn't really matter to me what you're talking about as long as you're being subjective about it. And you see, when something feels like opinions are just being echoed over and over again ad nauseum, that's where I'm starting to wonder, okay, is this actually as good as people say it is? Or is this just being hyped up as much as it is because it's a new Puss in Boots movie and we have not seen one of those in many years? Which I think would be perfectly fair if that would actually be the case. But yeah, other than that, I just don't quite I personally don't see where it's all coming from. Another thing that actually got very popular that I'm on the same boat on is Fortnite, and that was actually the very first thing that started me getting very skeptical about things that got hyped up. Because I very fondly remember the very first day, the very first year, I think it was 2019, when Fortnite released. It was quite literally everywhere. Like, you could not get around it at some point. People kept good grief as I can't talk. People were talking about it all over the place. Many people praised it to absolute death. Like, so many people freaking loved the game, and people were all like, dude, you should totally play this. This is absolutely great. And this was also back when I was still making Dutch videos. So I kept getting people in my comment section saying, Koen, can you please play Fortnite? And every single time I ask people, why, what makes Fortnite such a good game? Why is it so popular? The first thing that people would bring up is it's free. And that's literally all that they have to say. Guys, I need to tell you a little something about video games. Just because a game is free doesn't mean it's good. That's important. That's important to keep in mind. Free games do not necessarily equal good quality. And that exact theory ended up to be true, because when I played Fortnite, I played it for like less than an hour, and I was immediately done with it. And I'll tell you why. The game is unbalanced like fuck. It is the actual building forts and stuff is a gimmick that you don't necessarily need to use in order to play the game properly. It looks pretty dang horrible, to be quite frank. I do not like the visual style of Fortnite. It looks bad. And all in all, I just did not enjoy playing the game at all. And I'm all like, okay, so this is what the hype was all about. I think the stream that I did, I actually played the game on stream as well. Let me check. I think it's still on my channel. So let's just open the stream up right here and check it out. So if you have not seen this, this is the channel that I had before. This is a Dutch channel that I used to produce some content on. It's all fine and dandy, and oh my goodness, my review of The Lion King. Oh, this channel brings back some horrible memories. The reason why it brings back some horrible memories is because all of these videos, every single one of these videos is terrible. Every single one of these is absolutely horrible. Like, I'm surprised that I even bothered to upload some of this garbage. But let's see, where is that video that was, or that video, that stream that I was talking about? Because I know for a fact that I played a little bit of Fortnite during a live stream on this very channel. And I played like 45 minutes, maybe even less than that, of the game. And oh my goodness, the thumbnail quality of this was also horrible. I cannot stand a single thing of this visual style here. Did I scroll past my my stream? I think I did. Did I do that? I know it should be on here somewhere. Because I did an entire live stream where I was playing a little bit of Fortnite. Was it in here? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in here. Because I also had an entire playlist of videos that I uploaded on here. Because at some point the channel went through a massive change. And I wanted to pretty much unlist all of these videos that you're seeing right here. And what ended up happening was that all of these videos, I unlisted every single one of these videos and I made an entire playlist of it with some old videos that I made. And for some reason I also made a video where I explained that I made an entirely new channel that was also equally as horrible. This was, I think, a prank of some sort. Where are the live streams that I did? Oh yeah. I think we're getting close to that stream that I did. Actually, no. Where was that frickin'? I know I had it in here somewhere. Like, I played 45 minutes of Fortnite on stream on this very channel. Did I? I don't remember anymore. I actually don't remember if I did that. I'm pretty sure I... No, come on, I did that. Where is it? Lazy gameplay. I don't know. Okay. I guess it was completely lost to the ether or something. Oh, no, wait. I think, okay. I completely forgot that this was a thing. Like, nowadays you have these tabs that that separate the videos from the live streams, which I still think is a great way to make this to kind of separate your content. That way you don't get this massive clutter of all of these live streams on your channel. Like, you go to the video page and it would be nothing but live streams. This was also around the time when I was still doing live streams of like less than 1 hour and a half. Those were the days. Like, that was around the time, I think, where those sorts of live streams were also pretty dang common in general. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, it's even less than 40 minutes long. No way. Oh, and this was also before the time that I was going to move, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So I played like, oh my god, my hair. So, funny story about my hair there. That was before I started getting a bald spot right here. So my hair is starting to die. It's pretty much dead. So and this was way before that. I'm going to mute myself because, yeah. This was also before I even had a beard. So, and my hair looks absolutely horrible in this stream. I always try to make myself look a little bit presentable on stream nowadays. Whenever I'm doing a live stream, I like to, at the very least, do something to make myself look a little better than this. But this is absolutely horrendous. Alright, Koen, you only got like 8 HP left. What are you gonna do? I also look extremely bored already of this. I do not look excited to play this at all, I think. Also, that webcam quality. The webcam that I've got right now is not that good, but this was even worse. And that microphone, by the way. I still have that exact microphone today, but I don't use it anymore. Nowadays, I just use a Blue Yeti. Just because I think it's a lot better of a microphone to use, and it's also what I prefer. Yeah, I also was really bad at the game. Like, I don't even know what happened. A lot of the time what happened when I was playing this was that I constantly felt like these people in every single game that I played, everyone would be on the map before I was even landed. So you would have all of these people who already had very powerful weapons, and I was still running around with like a pickaxe or something. So I would be dead in a matter of minutes, and I just did not enjoy that aspect of this entire game at all. So that's why I'm saying. So I pretty much just kept spreading around like, why should I play any more of Fortnite when there is no way I can win this? Because the game is unbalanced like fuck, and I'm still convinced that the game literally has no balance to it. It is the worst balanced game that I've ever played. So I never bothered going back to Fortnite at all. But in general, I just think that there's much better games that you can play besides Fortnite, like this right here. Because Minecraft is just far more fun to play in pretty much every aspect. So, and I know that I'm being completely biased on that because Minecraft I've played for the vast majority of my life at this point. Like, I've played Minecraft for many years. And, you know, I have a lot of fun playing this game. And Fortnite was something that I just had to get into, I guess. But I just couldn't because I did not enjoy a lot of aspects of the game. Which is a shame. I really wanted to give it a fair shot, but no, it just didn't give me a fair... It just didn't give me any reason to play it any further. Because it was so horribly balanced. But yeah, I know I'm alone on this. Or I'm probably alone on this. But yeah, I would be interested in seeing if people still actually enjoy playing the game nowadays. Fortnite, I mean. Because I know that the Among Us fad kind of died out. Among Us still gets a lot of players every single day, but at least from what I know. But there's not an awful lot of people really talking about it anymore. And maybe that's for a very good reason, because Among Us is just not that good of a game. You know, when Among Us is really fun to play, the only time that Among Us is really fun to play, the only time Among Us is really fun to play is when you have a bunch of friends around and you're in a Discord call and whatnot, and you can actually play the game with a bunch of actual people that are actually there. And you actually feel like you're in a real investigation. Because you're running around, no one can hear you, you can hear no one, and all of a sudden somebody gets killed in some room, and then someone finds the body, and then they push a button or whatever, and then a meeting is getting activated, and you're actually looking for the real killer, the imposter, you know? And what's cool about that is that it actually feels like You're in a real investigation. I love that. I really love that aspect of Among Us. But the problem is it only works when you have a huge group of people playing the game with you in a Discord call. That's the only way it works. If you're just going to play the game by yourself in an online lobby with random people who you have not seen, with no voice text, by the way, like you cannot have any voice call whatsoever, unless you use proximity chat, but what's really the fun in that? You know, it's little things like that. But, I don't know. I'm also probably never going to use any of this wood, so I'm just going to throw it away. Or, well, maybe I could build another mansion. I have a tendency to build massive mansions in my Minecraft worlds. Maybe I can do that, actually. Because there's there's this whole area right here, which I could build maybe service it a little bit more. But we'll see what we'll do in the future when I actually get to something like that. Alright. That's enough of that for the time being. There's one last thing that I would very much like to do in here. So there's this video that I really want to talk about. I'm gonna do this at the very end of the stream because why the heck not? So the video appears to have been deleted from YouTube. It was there a moment ago when I when I checked it, but the video appears to have been completely deleted, and I cannot, and of course I cannot check her Twitter because she had me blocked. But let me show you something right here. So very recently she contacted me on Twitter, Rebecca from StarGiant Productions, the content creator who I edited for, who paid me very little money and gave me pretty much nothing to work with aside from the script and the voice from the voiceover. Yeah, she blocked me on Twitter because apparently I talked about her behind her back, which, by the way, is kind of true. But I only did that well over 2 years ago, and I have been silent about her for the longest time now. Like, I have not brought her up in the slightest anymore in the last couple of years since then, unless people explicitly asked me about it and were genuinely curious about it. And even then, I didn't really talk about it that much. Like, I think I only mentioned that she didn't pay me all that much and that she gave me very little material to work with. So I think this is just an action of damage control. I strongly believe that this is an action of damage control, because the video that she uploaded was all about her abuse, and pretty much it was talking all about her horrible working experience with the mysterious Mr. Enter. And she ended up calling my name in that video. I think it was around the 30-minute mark. I can show you. Because, and the reason I can show you is because of what I'm about to show you right now. Because I am not that stupid that I'm not going to leave, that I'm not going to get the video before she deletes it. Because I know that I knew that she was gonna delete it at some point. I just didn't know when. So what I ended up doing was I downloaded the entire video right here. It's called Addressing My Abuse. And let's see. It's around the 30-minute mark, right here.
And then 4 of our superheroes think that the best solution to this is to try and outright kill Diana's crush, because that's what a good role model will do.
The scenes are incorrect. Wrong episodes as well. This is what should have been played.
In one episode, Diana, Wonder Woman, fails at doing
Give it a
everything
little
because she's in love
minute.
with a boy.
It
This
should
episode
be
outright and literally
around
states
here
that Wonder
somewhere.
Woman is literally
Yeah,
a
it's right
symbol
over
of
this.
female empowerment. And this is the episode they have her completely inept over a boy with. This is some kind of chalk zone, only bad ideas get erased shit. And then 4 of our superheroes think that the best solution to
She
this
doesn't
is to
source
try
this,
and
by the way.
outright
She
kill
sources
Diana's
pretty much
crush,
every
because
other
that's
clip
what a
in the
good
video.
role model will do.
That clip was what
Or
was
well, the
meant to be
majority of
played.
it anyway.
I blocked Grace when she tried to contact me. She wanted me to talk to Enter's team. Her exact words were, "You will talk on our terms." At that point, I blocked her for how rude she was. I stand by that. Do I get why she was rude? Yes, I truly do, but I don't care. If you're rude to me, I will be rude back to you. End of discussion.
Her favorite word of all time, though, is abuser.
Actually, my favorite words are animation, growth,
Oh,
cartoons,
yeah, we're gonna talk
cat,
about that, yeah,
giantesses, family, games,
It is
trains,
somewhere around
comedy,
here. Let's just
snow,
watch a
belly,
couple of
and
minutes
blue.
together, shall
When you
we?
get to know me better, you can assure that I'm a fun person.
The neighbors are drilling while I'm live streaming. Thanks a lot, people. I really appreciate that. I'm really sorry for the noise in the background, but there's nothing that I can really do about that right now.
To be around. Or you can just listen to random weirdos on the internet making accusations on me. Enter's team apparently didn't want me to do a response video and just stay silent. When a lot of confusion and lies are surrounding me, staying silent was not an option. Which is why I'm making this video for the record. I'm glad that I did block Grace though. I was honestly afraid that I would have hurt her more than I already did.
I think
and
it's,
that would have made
around
things
this
worse.
point.
I did it to
I
protect
don't really
myself
remember.
and Grace. And before you say anything that whatever John said was just a slip of the tongue or him just making a mistake, this is meant to be evidence. In a courtroom, you can't present evidence and then say, "Oops, my mistake." Not saying that this
She's actually going there. Funny, Rebecca, how you mentioned that this is not a courtroom. This is YouTube. This is the internet. Please, don't.
This is a courtroom. I'm not suing John or wanting to take him to a courtroom or anything like that, even though he thought I would, and I don't want him to take me to one as well.
I have no patience for liars and con men.
If that's the case, then do you have the patience for
All. But one idea.
Currently in the present, I do try to remove the black bars. I think my Robot Jones Cartoon Network 64 episode was the last time that I did it myself, which was immediately after my
yeah, the
Enter
Cartoon Network
video,
64
as I show
series.
black.
Play out in reality. Two people have a conversation.
Hang on.
He wouldn't
Grievous.
contact me again until a couple weeks after Enter's response video went up, when it had over 100,000 views, and the internet hated me with me losing subs, mass dislikes, troll comments, half my Discord server leaving, and me losing all my Patreon supporters. Like seriously, I can claim that I was the final YouTuber to ever be mass disliked. Because a week after my response to Mr. Enter, YouTube decided to disable dislikes.
Yeah, you can still get them back with some extensions and whatnot. I actually, you may have noticed that I can just show you with one of these examples. I don't really care. I just brought back my my dislikes. I'd like to have those around. I still like my dislikes. I find it funny that people continue to complain about the dislikes, because you can still just bring them back relatively easily. You just have to put in a little bit of extra effort.
Of course, yeah, you can still use an extension to bring them back, but you get what I mean. I blocked Grace when she tried to contact me. She wanted me to
She shortchanged the artist who did my current avatar set. For what was supposed to be a $450 work,
That edit
her
was
avatar set,
horrible.
she paid $250.
But Ava agreed to the payment. If she didn't, she should have told
here it
me
is.
multiple times, but she didn't. If she didn't agree to the payment, she shouldn't have done the poses. That's on her, not me. That's the thing. Despite Ava not getting paid, fully, your words, not mine, she was fine with the lower price. Wait, by definition of law, she agreed to it. Ava's not the only person that was...
By definition of law.
Okay, like this to me. Phoenix Star was like this as well. Hey Phoenix, if you wanted to be paid more, we could have talked it out. And you stayed on my server for over a year after you were done editing for me. And you only left because of John's videos of lies on me, more or less.
Yeah, I can actually explain a little bit about this. I'm gonna talk about this in the video in a bit more detail as well, so stay tuned for that, because I'm gonna be making a video on this. I've actually already got the script in the works as we speak. So, here you go. Here's a little sneak peek at the script. I'm gonna talk about this because she calls my name, she blocked me on Twitter, and she was a horrible boss to me. That's pretty much the... so I feel like I have the right to talk about this. So, I'm gonna be talking about the points that she made in her video right here with the low price, with her not paying much money to me. So, first of all, it's completely on me for not talking to Rebecca about any of that. It's completely on me for not discussing a higher price, a higher pay rate for the work that I do for her. So that's on me for being... Also, I was only just getting started with an editing job. Rebecca was my second editing job, with I Love Kim Possible a Lot being my first, which was a volunteer job. This was the first time that I was actually getting paid, and I wasn't quite familiar with how any of this works. I wasn't aware of what a good price would be for an editor to be paid. So I agreed with the payments, and I never thought much of it until I started editing for PhoenixStarYT, who gave me much better payments. Also, I've been hearing from a bunch of other editors that Rebecca worked with that they were being paid the exact same amount as I was, and some people who were working on bigger projects got paid less, which is hilarious to me. I'm sorry, but that's just... why? How do you mess it up that incredibly badly? Also, there's a couple of things that Rebecca neglects to mention here. Watch this.
Phoenix Star was a former editor of mine for Cartoon Network 64. Other editors would get wrong clips as well. Here's an example from Crimson Mayhem.
For one thing, she completely shifts gears to a different topic to, I guess, distract the fact that that I did nothing wrong to make me look bad or something. I don't know. But the thing with all of this is that she seems to neglect to either consider or mention that she was not a good boss to me, that she wasn't a good boss to many of her other editors at the time. I don't know what the current situation is with her current editors, but I do know that to this very day, editors come and go on a very frequent basis. So, things are probably still not going quite as well as they are supposed to go over there at Rebecca's team. Which is... yeah. Not good on her part. But, she also does not consider that at the time, that paying your editors $10 for video projects that are like 5 to 25 minutes long, while you deliver very little to no material to work with, as in music, footage, images, or what have you, and having a time frame of 4 fucking days, right? 4 days. I got 4 days to finish a single video for her, all the while also having an internship. Which, by the way, I had to run 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. 40 hours a week on an internship and getting an editing job alongside that. And I don't know if you know anything about video editing. Let me tell you this, it takes a long time, especially if you have to source every single clip yourself. I can show you something from a recent project that I've done with PhoenixStarYT. Because this is actually a golden example of just how much work and how much effort actually goes into a single video, especially in the editing department. Because, and this is just a project from that I worked with. The other editors could very well have been a lot less ambitious than I have. But let me show you the actual bins that I have on here. So these are the 4 bins that I primarily worked in. So let's just put those out here. And let me show you all of the garbage that I have in these bins. So the list is already getting pretty darn long. And this is all of the garbage that I have in here. And these are all video clips and images that I used. It doesn't look like all that much so far. That's because I haven't opened the PhoenixStarYT extras bins yet. So that's a lot. That's a lot. This is a lot. This is especially a lot. This is the most that I've had in this entire project for the Disney Infinity one. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I had to work with. So if you take all of this into consideration, and by the way, Rebecca, you should know how much time and how much effort goes into editing each video because you were an editor for Mr. Enter yourself. You did not take into consideration that I had an internship. I have a life on my own. You know, I have a lot of other stuff to worry about besides my editing job, beside my editing work. And you took none of that into consideration, and instead just give me a shit ton of work to do in a very tight time frame. You continuously had done that for well over 2 or 3 months until I finally decided to leave and work with PhoenixStarYT eventually. And you just, I don't know. That's just mind-boggling, and that's the reason. That's the exact reason why this is going to exist. Now, so far, I have not gone too far into the script. I haven't had that much time to really write it, but this video is getting made. It's going to be a lot longer than most of my Koen's Corners, and it's going to be a very fascinating story, at least to me. I'm really excited to share this with people, and I am also very glad that I can finally end this. This live stream has been going on for long enough, so I'm going to leave things right here. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. I know it's been a long time, but I'm glad to be back at it again. And I wish you guys a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.